Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and we're coming to you today from Heart Home City, where the Ghost-type Spectres are looking to ensure that they go into the Victory Road series in first place. As well as that, they're trying to end the 3-game winning streak of the Akala Capsules, and if the Capsules win, they were ensuring themselves a place in the Victory Road series. So let us know in the comments below who you think will win. Will it be the Ghost types? Will it be the Rock types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
That is right, the Akala Capsules, they win here. They know that they are going into the Victory Road series, and they're starting out with Spiritomb, their Terrastal Pokemon, and Iron Thorns. It will be Gholdengo and Typhlosion in its Hisuian form, starting out for the Heart Home Spectres, and the Spectres have gotten themselves back onto the top of the leaderboard after last round, and they want to keep it that way. And as I said, they know they'll be going into the Victory Road series. They know that they'll be heading into the Victory Road series in an Elite Four position. They just want to make sure it is in the first place position, as that Terrastal form of Spiritomb does take place on the field, but Typhlosion with the speed advantage immediately goes with the Lunar Dance. Okay, I do not think that will pay off for the Heart Home Spectres, but I have seen crazier things happen as Gholdengo is going to look to do its bit, going with the Toxic Drug. This is going to slow down Spiritomb, but it's also going to leave it poisoned, so it will be taking that passive damage from the poisoning in between turns. But before that can happen, Iron Thorns is going to look to follow up its previously very impressive match with a Thunderfang onto Gholdengo, getting a great hit there, and Spiritomb follows it up with the Acrobatics. Doesn't do as much damage with that not very effective attack, and it does feel the effects of that poisoning, but they do well to focus in on Gholdengo, as it is now joined by a Drifblim on the field, and Gholdengo is now going to go with the Sand Tomb onto Iron Thorns, which is super effective. It's also going to become trapped by that Quicksand, so it'll be taking passive damage as well. And now we get the Aqua Cutter onto Spiritomb, super effective from Drifblim. Spiritomb's already taken a lot of damage as the Belly Drum. We saw this work so great for Iron Thorns last round. Hopefully it can do that again here today, because the Akala Capsules need it. Spiritomb goes with the Bulldoze. Oh no, this is terrible because it doesn't affect Drifblim, but it hits Iron Thorns and it's super effective on it, and Iron Thorns is eliminated from this matchup. It was super effective on Gholdengo as well, but this is terrible for the Akala Capsules because Iron Thorns is eliminated. Gholdengo does have its speed lowered as well, as Spiritomb feels the effects of that poisoning, but we do not get to see another impressive Belly Drum performance, as out comes Colossal for the Akala Capsules, and Drifblim immediately sets up a substitute on the field, as that substitute does take its place, and Drifblim using some of its health to do so, and we get the Strength Sap by Gholdengo on Spiritomb. A fantastic play. This is going to lower the attack of Spiritomb, but Gholdengo really needed some health back, and it will get back to full strength with that play as Colossal with the Steel Wing immediately onto that substitute of Drifblim here, which has already faded from this match. Spiritomb with the opportunity to capitalize goes with the mean look here, but it will not affect Drifblim. This allows, well, it will allow Drifblim to capitalize, but that happens after Spiritomb is hurt by its poison, and here goes Drifblim going with the Brick Break on the Colossal. Super effective, but Colossal actually takes that much better than I was expecting, as Gholdengo with the Stockpile here. I'm sure Drifblim will be very happy to see Gholdengo using that move, as the Stockpile is one, boosting its defense, boosting its special defense. It is much more of a special attacker though, but does still have impressive stats. As the Sand Tomb now from Colossal is super effective on Gholdengo, and now it is the one trapped by the Quicksand. Spiritomb now going with the Harden. It is going to boost its physical defense here, but it is still feeling the effects of that poisoning, and it's in knockout range. I think it will only have about one turn left in this matchup, as Gholdengo starts to feel the effects of that Sand Tomb in this matchup, and Drifblim is going to go with the Seed Bomb, not waiting for the poisoning. It will finish Spiritomb off itself with that super effective move, and the Heart Home Spectres have taken the lead in this matchup for the first time. That is not what the Akala Capsules need, as Gholdengo with the Pluck on the Colossal. Not very effective. Colossal tanks that move, but it has lost its Leper Berry to Gholdengo, stealing it just now and proceeding to eat it right in front of it as it rides around on that surfboard. And Colossal is going to go for the Psybeam here onto Drifblim, gets an okay hit, as Gholdengo continues to feel the effects of the Sand Tomb in this matchup. And now out comes Tyranitar for the Akala Capsules. The Pseudo-Legendary immediately sets up a Sandstorm with that Sandstream ability, and Drifblim is going to go for the Stun Spore, which is going to slow down the Pseudo-Legendary, and it's by leaving it paralyzed, it may actually make it unable to move as well. And Gholdengo, looking to capitalize, goes with the Peck onto Tyranitar, which again, those flying type moves are not very effective on the rock types, and Colossal with the Bullet Punch here onto Drifblim. doing some good chip work there, but Tyranitar is unable to move due to its paralysis. This is not good for the Akala Capsules if their Pseudo Legendary is unable to move, as that Sandstorm does do damage to Drifloon, and that Sand Tomb's doing damage to Goldango. This Drifloon now, with the Withdraw, it is going to boost its defenses here. That is more health based, as Goldango with the Shadow Sneak trying to work on the Pseudo Legendary with these not very effective attacks. And Tyranitar, although it can't move, it is tanking them as the Rock Blast from Colossal, super effective multi-hit move on Drifloon, and it only needs 2 connections to take out the Ghost Flying type from this matchup. This is great for the Akala Capsules, leveling the playing field after those 2 hits, and Tyranitar shakes off its paralysis but goes for the self-destruct. And that won't affect the Goldango, but it hits its teammate Colossal, and Tyranitar has eliminated itself from this matchup. This is not what the Akala Capsules need, because they have a bye next round. So if they do not win this match, the fate of their season is in the hands of every other side competing, as out comes Decidueye for the Heart Home Spectres, and it is Dreadnought coming out for the Akala Capsules, and Dreadnought immediately with the Growl trying to lower the attack of the Ghost types, but that won't affect Goldango due to its good as gold ability, but it is successful on lowering it of Decidueye, who does respond with the Spin Out now on to Colossal. Gets a good hit there with all things considered, but will lower that speed of Decidueye a great deal, and Goldango does follow it up with the Expanding Force on to Colossal. Colossal is able to hold on, but barely, and it's going to respond with the Slam, which will not work because Decidueye is immune to normal type attacks, being a ghost type Pokemon. Normal type moves do not affect the Spectres, neither do fighting type moves, as Goldango continuing to feel the effects of the Sand Tomb. Decidueye getting hit by that Sandstorm, and Dreadnought now with the Magma Storm is surely going to finish off Goldango, and that it does with that super effective move. Goldango has been eliminated yet again. The playing field is level as Colossal follows it up with the Water Spout onto Decidueye, and you have to think maybe those two should have reversed who they were attacking, as that Magma Storm would have been super effective on Decidueye, who goes for the Circle Throw, but Colossal was able to avoid that attack, and Decidueye continues to feel the effects of the Sandstorm, as it is now joined by Gengar on the field, who now is the quickest, going with the Peck, and they keep going for these not very effective moves on the Rock types, as Colossal holds on after that move, allowing Dreadnought to go with the Noble Roar onto Decidueye, yet again lowering the attack stat of the Park Grass type, as well as lowering that special attack in the process, and Colossal looking to follow it up goes with the Spore on to Gengar. I believe it has put Gengar to sleep in this matchup. If they can keep Gengar out of this match, they can focus in on Decidueye, who goes with the Revelation Dance onto Colossal to finish it off. Colossal is eliminated from this match, and that Sandstorm has finally subsided over the field, giving the Heart Home Spectre some reprieve, as out comes Lycanroc for the Akala Capsules, immediately going for the Terra Blast. This will not work on Decidueye. It doesn't affect it, and Gengar is still fast asleep, as Dreadnought needs to do its part for the Akala Capsules, going and setting up those spikes on the side of the Spectres, so the next Pokemon that comes out for them, landing in those spikes, it will take immediate damage. Decidueye looking to respond goes with the Ice Shard onto Lycanroc here. Lycanroc tanks that move and looks to respond with the Flail, yet again going for a move that will not affect the Ghost types. Decidueye is enjoying seeing this happening, as Gengar is still fast asleep and has no idea what is going on at all. Dreadnought now with the Slash, and yet again they go for a move that will not affect Decidueye. It just fades straight through the Ghost type, who responds with the Dragon Claw onto Lycanroc. Lycanroc is going to respond by going with the Growth. It's going to boost its attack, it's going to boost its special attack as well, and Gengar has finally woken up on the field here, and immediately goes for the Skitter Smack onto Lycanroc. Gets a really good hit there as well, also lowering that special attack of Lycanroc, as Dreadnought with the Whirlwind onto Decidueye, going to send Decidueye back to the bench, and out in its place being dragged is Dragapult as the last Pokemon for the Heart Home Spectres. It is the Pseudo Legendary who lands in those spikes. Believe me, it is not levitating over this field, as it goes with the Hypnosis. It'll now be Lycanroc who is the one asleep on the field, as Lycanroc is fast asleep. It can't shake it off, and Gengar has an opportunity to capitalize. This is not good for Dreadnought practically by itself now, as the Swallow from Gengar will not work, because it is not the Pokemon that went for the stockpile earlier. That was Goldango. And we get the Hydro Cannon now from Dreadnought. Not very effective on Dragapult, still gets a good hit, but Dragapult does respond with the Tail Glow, but whilst Lycanroc is still asleep, Dreadnought will have to recharge it. Dragapult gets a massive special attack boost with that 100 base special attack. It's got that 120 base attack as well. And then we get the Rock Slide from Gengar, hitting both Lycanroc and Dreadnought here. Lycanroc is in knockout range, and Dreadnought has to recharge. The Spectres could capitalize as the Trop Kick from Dragapult will eliminate Lycanroc with that super effective move. That Rough Pup has been taken out as it's followed up by the Pound from Gengar, which is not very effective on Dreadnought. Dreadnought has 3 Ghost types to contend with, going with the Clear Smog onto Dragapult. So it's not very effective, but it eliminates all stat changes. But Dragapult has that Cursed Body activated. Dreadnought will be left to struggle, and Dragapult going with the Happy Hour because it knows what this means. It has practically sewn up the victory for the Heart Home Spectres and Gengar with the rising voltage onto Dreadnought. Super effective. Dreadnought is able to hold on, but with no moves left, it is going to struggle. It hits Gengar, but the recoil damage will eliminate Dreadnought from this matchup, ending that 3-game winning streak of the Akali Capsules, which means their fate is in the hands of whatever happens between now and the Victory Road Series if they hope to stay in. But the Spectres trying to cement their place on top of the leaderboard, and next round they will finally go face to face with the Motorstoke Engines. I cannot wait for that matchup, whereas the Akali Capsules, as I said, have a bye. They will hopefully be able to hold on for the Victory Road Series, but until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.